deciding the final band to go between got Jules Vale and Forest Floor, which we're going to head to right now.
Alright, let's see. Who is this then? This is Sylnic. Okay, he looked a lot like Zara. Okay, Sylnic, I have no information on this guy, man. That's a bit unfortunate. But he's already doing a good job pushing Renzo off stage.
And that's one of the things with SmashCon in particular. There's a ton of people who are coming here for the first time. It's their first big major. And we're also, I think we have Backpack in this pool as well. So
yes, this is correct.
Very, very excited to see that.
At least it should be. If this is Zaro's pool, then this is also a Backpack pool, I believe.
So, 80% here on the Arcane. Renzo is someone who's been in the scene for a very, very long time. He's very, very experienced. He was actually at, I believe, CEO Dreamland, so he's been here since the start. Yeah. And so, very good start here for Sylnic. Not something you expect to see.
Well, matchup-wise, I'm not super surprised because Claren doesn't have an advantage over Arcane and gets generally of like low mid%, definitely racks up damage very quickly.
Dolphinbrick is very much one to tell you how awful this matchup is.
Yes. It usually becomes more of a struggle for Claren when it reaches the higher percents because of actually, like a lot of Claren struggle with actually getting their setups for killing. When you do get them down, I think it becomes a lot easier to play this matchup, as you would expect. But generally, it's just low mid%, Claren rules the matchup.
And Renzo's been doing a good job bringing this back ever since that start. We're seeing Sylnic trying to struggle to get some kill confirms here. He has the right idea, but he has to actually wait to see where Renzo DIs, and he's just kind of hoping that he makes it work. Yeah. Ends up punishing the down smash, up smash. Really unsafe there on the platform. Solid kill. Oh, that is one of the most terrifying things when you get parried by Arcane at a high percent, because up smash is really hard to hit, but if you get it, you are just dead.
Yeah,
there is no escaping
on this stage, it will probably kill into like late 70 range.
Yeah.
So that's super scary.
Bit of a smaller blast zone.
Yeah. It is either lowest or second lowest, I think, blast zone in the game. It's either this or Spare Tree, I believe.
Wrong way there on the side B, puts him right in Renzo's path. Off stage now, tries to get the cheeky up B kill, no success
If
there.
he had delayed it slightly, he would have gotten it.
Yep. You gotta respect the attempt.
Oh, I really like that coverage there.
Waveland down smash, the classic. And this is that scary percent range where if Arcane hits you once, you're going to be going up to 40, 50, then he gets you off stage, sees what more he can do.
Ooh, Sylnic just standing there not responding.
Alright, 1-up B is down. Good Waveland to make it back, but...
That was really cheeky by Renzo, and actually a recovery. That was actually like a bit of an offensive tool you have against the edge guard of against Claren. It's actually side special. If you time it correctly, it does actually hit in between. Like a large part of edge guarding Claren's up special is getting a hitbox in between the two slashes.
Right.
Arcane's side special is one of the moves I've found at least a lot of success with. Just timing it if you time it perfectly, you can usually just end up trading with the second slash because you still get close enough to get the hit out.
And even if you miss the side B, you're still going to be hit by up B. It's still going to reset you, and you have a chance to go again.
It's pretty useful. Though it is also slightly risky depending on which height they're at, because it could also just make it so you just let the Claren back on stage.
That's true. That's true.
It's a lot about spacing, and we're actually seeing Renzo swap to Shovel Knight. I'm not sure how I feel about this, because this is not a good matchup for Shovel Knight. This is one of his worst.
I think it's still a character he's more comfortable with, though. I think he's been putting in more time into Shovel than Arcane as of late.
Yeah, it's very possible. I just like kind of fundamentally disagree with going from Arcane, but yeah, both are kind of mediocre matchups against Claren, so it's not like that.
It's all comfort at this point.
Yeah. I love the fact that he starts off with the moonwalking. I would have liked to see a flat drop bear though. With the moonwalk. Okay, already starting off pretty nicely establishing space.
And like, I don't think this matchup would be too terrible, just because Shovel Knight has tools like the up tilt, which can beat out a lot of Claren's approaches. You know, back air, it's not going to have more range than like Claren down tilt, but you know, it'll beat out fair. It'll beat out a lot of the options that like you're going to be running into, especially if you do it falling.
Sure, but the problem with is like a lot of basically the main way that Claren should be playing this matchup is primarily pretty grounded, and also just every other like aerial. She wins basically every aerial approach. Like air to air, she wins pretty solidly. Playing neutral on the ground, she wins pretty solidly. So it's like up tilt sure is a good tool if you're catching them running up, but at the same time, it's also a very laggy move. So if you miss it, you get really hard punished.
One of those things you have to do on reaction when you see them about to approach.
Yeah. It's pretty similar, honestly, to how Claren's up tilt is punished. It's very, very similar, but even laggier.
side B. Doesn't get any follow-up off of it, though.
Yeah. But Sylnic definitely having established a pretty solid lane now. This is definitely a good pick, because this is like a good Clarence stage. But
oh, bad DI on the forward smash.
Yeah. One thing, though, to keep in mind is that this is also a really solid Shovel stage. Shovel Knight loves stages with side platforms.
Oh,
He could have got.
Did he not have a wall jump?
No, he had it. He just drifted too far back, so he didn't
Right.
actually touch the wall when he jumped. So then he started drifting away again to be able to like do up air and make sure that he gets safe space. But he did it too late. So
A bit of flubs here on both ends from these players puts them in a 2-stock game.
anyway, as I was saying, this is a really good stage for Shovel Knight as well, because he loves side platforms, because it enhances his already ridiculous recovery even further. Because if you give a character just the side platform jutting out like that to someone else who has good recovery, it just increases their mix-up game, and then it becomes almost feels impossible to edge guard them sometimes. And Shovel Knight is definitely one of those characters that just lives off of being able to do that.
Yeah, and for Syl in particular, it looks like he's really solid fundamentally, but he just doesn't have as much rival-specific knowledge. You know, you can tell he knows what he's doing and what he's trying to go for, but it's not always connecting, and he's really struggling to get these kill confirms. So if he can't just kill Shovel Knight off the side, and Shovel Knight can just keep making it back, it's going to be really, really difficult for him to close this out.
Yeah. Especially now, Mel Momentum is also now on deck, so now it's going to be even tougher to play neutral, because now Renzo can actually just whiff punish more properly, because that's the biggest thing you need to do against Claren is whiff punishing. Now that he can slip and slide way around way more, and this actually makes me feel like this is a decent pick for him, even as an arcane player, because now his grounded movement becomes very similar in terms of slipperiness.
And not to mention, he's also heavier.
Yes.
So that issue of not being able to kill confirms, unlike that, is a much bigger problem. So good on Sylnic being able to close out the stock. Now it's just a question of how much can he get with this 136% he has on him.
Oh, Renzo, dude.
Single hit of up air.
He's getting a bunch of single hits right now. Oh, nice. Wait, that's behind that strong. Goes for the fish. Perfect.
What does he
gets
go
it frame
for
perfect.
is the question. I feel like he's a COD kind of guy.
I got Ghost Gloves.
Ghost Gloves,
this is
right.
actually not a bad pick. So for one, Ghost Gloves got buffed, so it's way better now.
Yeah, it's half the end lag, I believe.
Half the end lag, which is stupid on the ground. And this is actually a really good tool in this matchup when the Claren isn't as knowledgeable, because this one challenges the range and the zone you want to fight Claren at.
Right.
Because since he beats you out on the ground when it comes to all of your normals, what he's doing right now perfectly beats out Claren. The issue comes up when they get more aware of the move and do things like putting up this down B force field, which then like nullifies it a bit. And then also the fact that if they time it right, she can also beat it out with normals. But it's just that one very nicely just goes in between, can get kind of spam like this. Oh, this actually does lose to up B if you're not timing it properly and standing at a proper range, but it's still really, really good in this matchup when the Claren is a little bit less knowledgeable, which Sylnic definitely has proven to be, but Sylnic does take game number 2.
And yeah, Dan says he could have lived there. I don't know, man. Tipper 140, that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
We did mention he's heavier, though, and Shovel Knight is already a decently heavy character to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely in the upper half, I think. I'm not sure exactly which weight class he is. I know he's under the heavy still.
Right.
He's not like quite up there, but he's like still above characters having like Zetterburn.
Right.
I think he's a bit above average there. I'm not super sure. Menace is here. I can't yell at Menace to correct me in chat.
He'll yell at you in chat and the VOD later. He'll specifically use the comment on VOD section to yell at you right now.
Can I get Menace? Is Menace in the crowd?
I think he's gone, man.
Damn
I think
it.
He's gone.
I need Menace to come correct me. Where's my Menace stats and Menace info? I need my stats, man.
We got the swap back to Arcane.
Yep.
Coming out here from Renzo.
We're still looking at what the third ban is going to be from Sylnic. He's peeking over at Gates or Aramata. Okay, Gates is banned. I'm not sure where Renzo's going to want to go. I'm not sure what status he prefers for Arcane. What stage did he win on again? He won on Force Floor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Force Floor. So that one's locked off because of DSR. He's looking like Tree Top. Peeking at it. Spirit Tree. Oh, he's going to Spirit Tree. Okay, this.
I mean, now it's just all more volatile.
This is a super volatile stage, and I'm not sure if I agree with picking it versus Claren, because I think this is a phenomenal Claren stage.
I agree with you there, 100%. If he gets the up smash at like 50, then Claren's dead.
Yeah.
But like, that's a big if.
Well, that was actually a really, really, really nice little string there with the also coverage of just doing the turnaround droplet to get a little extra hit. Okay, so far, Renzo is actually doing super solid. But this position is one where he could end up very, very much suffering a casualty.
Does a flub with the hit ball, has to be back on stage, gets the side B, converts it into a reverse fair.
Oh no, Sylnic making a very, very poor mistake there with just falling down when he had a perfect whip punch opportunity. Still though, that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, nair into down smash, gets another nair, forward air, up smash does not connect. We're back to neutral. There it is,
yeah,
the frame 7.
Frame 7, baby. The large frame 7 too. It's
Right, true.
It's the supersized.
Frame 7 plus.
There you go. Here comes stall. Oh, that's a very interesting way to challenge that
I
stall.
love it.
I really love that one too. That was a very interesting way to challenge that stall.
I've never thought of that before. Yeah, that's
No,
really
it's
smart.
super huge. It beats out droplets. It doesn't get the planet.
And I do really like the patience that he's showing around these droplets. Like, he's very aware not to just stand directly under him and try and, like, punish him while he's in the air. He's doing a good job about waiting it out.
Yeah.
Forward smash just not kill. And this is where I think this stage could end up coming in Renzo's favor. Like, if you can't get these kill confirms, especially on a stage like this, it's just going to be all in Orcane's favor. Because all he needs is a frame 7.
Yeah.
That's all he needs. And
Sylnic.
yeah, Sylnic, he needs to be able to get these confirms.
I think also one thing Sylnic is doing slightly incorrectly is just he's being super passive with his edge guarding. Like, he's not really challenging Renzo at all.
Right.
So Renzo just kind of gets to, especially on this stage, that just gives him free leeway to get right back onto the side platforms. Like I was bringing up with Triple Pond earlier with Shovel Knight. It still applies to Arcane, where now you're giving Arcane, of all characters, an extra mix-up. Arcane having already like 50 bajillion mix-ups for recovering.
Second time we've seen Bad DI in a forward smash. Different character this time, but it hurts all the same. Edge guard situation, gets the back air into a grab, nair, fair. What's he going to get off of this? Just resets. And this is what you mean, you know, he's being really, really passive.
Being
Renzo's
absolutely
offstage.
passive, where like, the thing right now, like, since he's got Renzo very conditioned now with how he's edge guarding, if he would start going aggressive now and like jumping up, I don't think Renzo would be prepared at all if Sylnic legit just jumped off and grabbed him. He wouldn't know what to do. Oh no, unfortunate flub for Renzo. He maybe thought he had a puddle on stage.
Yeah, I definitely thought he did too. Of course, there is the new situation with Arcane's up B where if you hold it too long, even if you have a puddle out, you can just get the Orca hop. But I don't think that was the case there.
No, there was just not a puddle.
No puddle.
There was just literally no puddle. One thing Sylnic also is struggling with, saw it literally there, was that he tried to do a platform up down there, and you don't have enough height for that.
Right, especially on this stage, yeah.
Oh god, this is a lot of just waiting there. He's patiently playing neutral, not wanting to be the next one to aggress. What if Renzo had up special there?
We're seeing a bit of fear here from Renzo. Does get the down smash, but you saw at the end there, like, he wasn't going to go for a kill unless he was sure he could go for it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't going to connect like 100%, he just did not want to risk it.
Yeah.